Let's get in Carl, who's come on the line, and it was to be expected we'd get quite a few calls from Malaysia. Carl's here in Malaysia. Carl, what would you like to ask?
Yeah. With the terrorist attacks which happened in Mumbai, I'm concerned with the recent alleged linkage of some of those terrorists with Malaysia and the general security in our country. So my question is, do you reckon that Malaysia's security forces, i.e. the anti-terrorist squad, the intelligence agency, or the police, whether are they well equipped and trained to deal with terrorist attacks in our country? And are the forces doing enough to prevent Malaysia from suffering from the same fate as India?
All right.
Well, those allegations are unfounded. They are not, terrorists coming from Malaysia. We have no evidence of that. And with respect to our security forces, I can assure you they are competent, they're well trained, and so far we have not encountered any serious form of terrorist attacks in Malaysia.
I think there were reports that they were using Malaysian passports, that's why.
Well, they could be using, but they're not, so far, no evidence that they are Malaysians.
Welcome back to the show. It's coming to you from our broadcast centre in Kuala Lumpur. We're looking at the political uncertainties in Malaysia as Prime Minister Abdullah Ahmed Badawi prepares to step down next March. Joining us is the man who's lined up to replace him, the current Deputy Prime Minister, Najib Razak. We'll get back to our questions here now. Dr. Seri, another email here from Malaysia, and Rocky wrote in saying, do you think people will respect you as Prime Minister with the scandals hanging over you? Now, are you going to be able to put those allegations behind?
I've come up very openly, very cleanly. First of all, they're totally unfounded, baseless allegations. I've never met the woman in question. And so far, no evidence has been produced to say otherwise. So therefore, I have no qualms. I have no baggage. The only baggage I have is a baggage that I check into the aircraft.
Well, irrespective of the, obviously of the actual circumstances, perception is a huge issue. And when you're trying to build confidence in a country where there are divides, can you get past that, all the scandals?
Yes, I'm confident that I can do that.
Okay. So another email question, if I may, from Bulbir Singh in Seremban here in Malaysia, who says, do you see Opposition Chief Anwar Ibrahim's threat to demolish the Barisan government as real?
We have to take, the election results, the last election results, very seriously. It is obvious that if we do not meet the needs, concerns and aspirations of the electorate, i.e. if we do not change and if we do not reform, then it is quite possible that the electorate will decide that it's time to end the Barisan national rule in this country. It is something that we have to be very mindful of, that there is a new Malaysia out there, and we have to address that new Malaysia.
On that issue of the Barisan national rule and holding the parties together, we touched on the ISA, the Internal Security Act. Three key components of that ruling coalition: the Malaysian Chinese Association, the Progressive People's Party, Gerakan People's Movement. They've all said that if it's not repealed or not reformed, they'll leave the coalition. Can you risk such a fracture?
As I said, these things that we can discuss as a coalition, and we've resolved many issues, and I'm confident that there are issues relating to the ISA and so forth. We can discuss and we can take the best course of action forward. We are mindful of the fact that any kind of legislation or any kind of law to be implemented in this country must be predicated on a strong support from the people.
There's an interesting question that came in here from Malaysia, from one of the viewers who wrote on the subject of the cost of living. Kavita Katerveo of Kuala Lumpur wrote in saying, people are struggling to buy basic needs. I'm amazed by the fuel price reduction with no corresponding decrease in the cost of daily goods. Why was the fuel price so suddenly decreased? Is it a political game to silence the opposition?
No, it's not. It is a promise that we've made to the people, that when the price of world price of oil goes down, then we will reflect that correspondingly in the price of petrol and diesel in this country, and we've done exactly that. Now, we are also equally disappointed that the prices of other goods have not gone down as much as we would like to, but there are efforts being taken. For example, we have talked to the hypermarkets, the Tesco's, the Giants, the Mydins in this country, and they have responded very positively. One particular supermarket, hypermarket reduced more than 1,000 products and goods in terms of prices to the people. So efforts are being made in that direction.